this is where I'm at now. So it took me a while to like get more responsible with my money.
Right.
And then when I got responsible, my money still wasn't making money. Right. But now my money is making money. So I highly advise people to research Web3, research DeFi, as decentralized financing, right?
Yep.
I don't trust traditional financing, traditional banking. They're corrupt, they're evil. They every year the biggest banks, are having these egregious SEC violations. They pay a little fine. The types of violations that they commit, we would be sent to prison for 30, 40 years.
Easy.
Bernie Madoff, right?
Yep.
These institutions just get a slap on the wrist, a fine. That's not even as big as their violations, right? So I don't participate in the traditional banking system anymore. DeFi is fairly new, but it's decentralized. It's fair. It's a ledger, right? It's digital. You own your assets, right? And you know, I got with a cat that's my dog, bro. Like he's made me or helped me make so much money from doing nothing but putting my money in a vault, in a liquidity pool, right? So we are a bank. So people buying, so he shaking his head, no, what's up? People that are buying Bitcoin. We got Bitcoin, we got Ethereum, all of the blue chips, stable coins. You know, they're buying our coins. You know what I'm saying? And we're making money on fees, right? And you always own your coins, right? So the money has grown so much. And I even made a real estate purchase through the blockchain last year.
That's hard.
That's no banks involved, no middlemans, no fees, no underwriters, right? This is like real ownership, real sovereignty, right? It's just an investment property. But I might want to get something like doper, you know what I'm saying, too. This is all in Panama. And
I remember that Panama move.
Yeah. But people need to you don't have to have a lot of money to grow that into a lot of money.
Right.
There's very intelligent things that you could do with your money. But the problem is this, and I can attest that I have been part of the problem with materialism, but the problem is materialism, and the problem is people taking their money that they can do something with to invest and just buying things.
Right.
And these things depreciate in value. These things, they don't do nothing but just signal things to other people, right? They're not really intrinsically doing anything for us. And I'm admitting that for myself too.
Yeah, we still
are. I'm on the right shit now, and my money is making money for me.
Yeah, and it's mandatory because we come from such a different type of background than most humans on this earth as a black person. You know what I'm saying? Like we came from being basically farm animals to being it's real life Planet of the Apes. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
to not get too crazy about it, but it's true.
Yeah.
So like the expedited system we have to understand money, understand family, we have to speed it up. Of course, our ancestors back in the day are African people but that's so down our line, really. Like we are the black people that grew here.
Yeah.
So we learning everything on the fly, being held back so long. We just getting free like in the 80s to really move around and learn it.
Fact.
Think about it. We just tapped into real estate. We got into that like 10 years ago to the credit and all that. We just learned this stuff and look how cold we are at it. So real. Now we learning financial literacy. What's them guys that do the Invent Fest and all that?
Earn Your Leisure.
They just came around. They just tapping into this.
2-3 years in.
You see what I'm saying? So, but look how far we came with just that information. So we're gonna get it. It's gonna take a little longer. So, and I'm into that too. That's crazy. You said you bought some real estate through it, because actually I got a guy, the same guy that did my Rumble app. We working on a coin that's built for helping people buy homes, like pulling it together.
Yeah.
Say for instance, us four want to buy a home. We got coins that you can all chip in, and we can own an asset together, own homes.
I know exactly that place.
Yeah. So it's crazy, and we working on it right now. I don't like to talk about all because people want it, but just know it's big things coming.
And for those listening, what he's talking about is, let's say you want to own some real estate. Let's say you don't have $100,000, $200,000 or the credit to get that much money. You could put $2,000 and own that much of that piece of property.
Facts.
So when that property is rented out, your percentage you're making, but your equity is still in there, and that property is growing. So just the money, the principal that you put in is going to grow, right?
Most definitely.
But you're also making money on the rental fees.
Yes.
You feel me? Maybe it's not a lot of money, because the bigger the amount of money that you invest, the more money you make on top of it. So what? Start small, right? But do it, right?
Right.
You ain't making no money in the bank. Right. The money is diminishing in the bank.
And
right?
they be hashing you like they hashing me just to get my own money out.
Bro.
I had put cash in another city, another state basically, and I come here, I'm like, let me get my bread out. Oh, it's not pending. Ain't no pending on cash. Give me my money out.
Bro,
You got to sign on this. Oh, okay, I got y'all.
I deal with the same shit,
what y'all doing, man?
It's so bizarre. One time, so my bank is cool. Like I call them, I need to get my bank's so cool. I can call them, say, "Hey, so and so is coming to pick up, whatever," and they'll do it for me, right? But one time, it was some new lady there, and I called ahead. Okay, boom, and this woman really was trying to like hassle me, like, well, do the, trying to do the send me a code, and ask me all these questions. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. Like, this is wild, right? You're hassling me for my, like, you're just a little employee here,
Move out
right?
the way. This is my money.
What are you talking about? Bro, I had something crazy happen to me with QuickBooks.
Right.
So I had a period to where I was switching like my advisor and my CPA guy, right? So during that time, I signed back up on QuickBooks to just manage my shit so I can make sure my taxes is in order.
Right.
And just everything's organized. And QuickBooks is usually dope with that. Yeah. Now, I used to use them before I had the guy. So when I got rid of the guy, I got back on them because I know how to figure that, organize that, right? Right. So unbeknownst to me, they've developed into like more like a bank lab now, right? Yeah. So me moving fast, I just clicked the highest option of membership, right? So I can have the real fancy invoices and all of that shit. So whatever I clicked, this particular account that I had attached to it, it was $1.1 million in it, right? Right. All the money went into the QuickBooks account, right? I'm not tripping. It's my account. You see where it came from, whatever. Simple. I'm going to move it back over. I couldn't move it that day. I think maybe they need a day or whatever. I ain't tripping. Right. So a few days later, I'm like, all right, let me put my shit over here. Right. No. I didn't do that yet. I did an invoice, right, on a company. It was like 12 grand or some shit. And something flagged them with that invoice. I forgot what it was. Right. So they froze that invoice and they froze that $1 million, right? So I'm like, all right, let me just call. You can't get on the phone with nobody. It was like impossible. I'm like, all right. I do the chat, the email, whatever. Bro, it took like 2 weeks for somebody to call me, right? And the woman that called me was talking shit. She was hostile. Wow. So my company that I had the invoice on was my home address, right? As my business address. Of course. So she's like, yeah, this is not a business. The address for this company is not a business. I'm like, okay, I know what you're doing. So I'm trying to explain to her. She's not letting me talk, right? She's cutting me off. She's like, I'm trying to help you. Like, let me chill out so I don't want to piss this lady off. Yeah, going to the whole situation. But I'm hot, bro. For sure. I'm hot. It's like Frankenstein, like smoke coming out my neck. So I'm trying to like help her to figure it out because I know what she's doing and I know what she's not doing. I'm like, are you on a corporation website? Because I know she's not. Because I know what you're gonna see. Right. I'm like, she's not even doing her job right. But anyway, this woman ended up hanging up on me. Damn. They held my money for like 9 months or 6 months. I forgot the amount of time, but it was a nice chunk of interest that they incurred, right? Right. I had Googled and I seen that a lot of people that happened to. So this is one of the reasons why I don't fuck with traditional financial institutions, bro. Yeah. I've had it's crazy because the more money you make, you have more problems. Oh, man, of course. You have more problems. It's so simple when you ain't got a lot. When you got more money, bro, like, you got to worry about so much. It's a lot of shit, bro. So much you got to pay for. So much you got to know. Yeah. I didn't know this. Who told me this? Like, where is the situation that someone informed me what to do with this money? No one ever tells you this. Right. Like, how is it not mandatory that this money comes with a teacher or something? Like, you got to go find them, of course, but I didn't know when I initially got it. You know what I'm saying? And it comes with way more than you can ever fathom. The teaching is this. The more money you have, the vultures are out. Oh, and these vultures are these institutions. Yeah. They're trying to keep your money. You could put money in the bank easy. Right. No hassle. But to take money out. To get it out. Or even like you make a transaction, right? You press a button, boom, gone. Oh, my bad. Let me get a refund. 2 weeks to come back. Yeah. What? Yeah, that's wild. You know what I hate is like when you go to the hotel to get that deposit, because you know we don't pay attention to that little money. And they keep do I ever got my money back? I don't be knowing. Yeah. Did you give me my money back, motherfucker? Right. God damn, deposit. But this is okay. It's a couple $100, but where my money? But we should not today, but we should do another episode. I want to break down and teach people how evil these banks are with their fees.
Yeah. Oh my.
It's a tactic that they employ. That they set it up for you to keep having fees and fees, and these are the people that it affects the most are people who don't have much money,
small money, yeah,
which is really up, right? So we'll do that another time.
We'll do another time because they got to know it because it's very serious.
Yeah,
like,
I want people to know what's up.
And the more money you got, the more we see it. But when you didn't have that much money, you never paid attention to it. So it's like, damn, so they getting over on me like that. This is my bread.
They said they have a way of you going overdrafting. They want you to overdraft.
They love it.
They charge you $36 every time you do it. You know what I'm saying?
No, they make more money than that than anything. Just like
that's a fact.
With the phone bills, right?
That's
like,
where all the money comes
They make
from.
more money from that late fee than the service.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Yeah. But it's a cold game. It's a capitalist society, and that's what we signed up for.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So,
but it's I just wish that there was a degree of consciousness behind the capitalism.
I wish.
It ain't. They market the out of food to people.
Right.
They market the out of prescription drugs. Right. There is no holistic teachings of anything.
Gas.
It's like go straight to SSRI.
Have no fear, Mr. Organic is here. This is Organically Speaking. Anybody out there want to do partnership, sponsorship, clothing brand marketing, water, energy drink placement, whatever you want to be a part of Organically Speaking or Mr. Organic as a brand, hit me up at ballernothingelse@yahoo.com. That's my email, or DM me directly at Mr. Organic on Instagram. That's MR Organic with a K instead of a C, one word straight across. And we're going to get that promo game through the roof. 3,